In this guide, I'm going to be telling you how all of Pantheon's abilities work and all the combos you should be using. And at the end of the video, I'm going to be showing what build / loadout you should be using. So let's first break down the passive and abilities. The passive is Mortal Will, guys. After 5 attacks or abilities, Pantheon's next basic ability is enhanced. Basically, as you can see, underneath my health bar, there's a bunch of these little bars. Once it's purple, that means the next ability I use will have an increased damage, which is super important. So when you're going to be stacking it, you could just auto attack to get it, but it's very simple, guys. Let's go to the first ability, Comet Spear. Tap cast, so when you're tapping it extremely fast, stabs forward, dealing 55 physical damage, refunds 50% of Comet Spear's cooldown because you're not holding it. Now, when you're charging the cast, you hurl the spear, dealing the same damage to the first enemy hit and 50% less to subsequent targets. So basically, there's 2 parts to this ability. Enemies below 35% health are critically hit for 110 physical damage. Instead, Mortal Will, which is the passive, deals an additional 230 physical damage and slows by 30% for 1.5 seconds. Alright, so basically what this means, guys, there's 2 ways to use this ability. If you're up close and you use it, you will just stab them, simple as that, and you get the cooldown up pretty quickly, as you can see. Now, the second way to use this ability is when you're charging it, because then you're throwing it. As you can see, it went through the scuttle and enemy target. So that's 2 ways to use the ability. The second ability, Shield Vault. Dash to an enemy, stunning for 1 second, dealing 65 physical damage. Mortal Will, which is the passive, follows up with an attack that strikes 3 times, dealing a total of 157 physical damage. As you guys notice, there's a trend with the passive always being used with the abilities. So guys, this is simple. You're basically just going to be lunging in onto the target and stunning them for 1 second. And you're going to be getting a, you're basically going to get your next ability empowered as well. See, I use it, boom. So it's very simple. Just think of it as a lunge that stuns. Aegis Assault. Block all incoming damage from a direction for 1.5 seconds and deals 96 physical damage to nearby enemies. At the end, slam forward and deal 60 physical damage. Mortal Will. Block for 2.5 seconds and deals 159 physical damage over the duration instead. He is slowed up to 50% when moving away from the blocking direction. Recast to the end early. Damage to minions is reduced by 50%. So very simple ability, guys. Basically, it's a shield that goes like this, and at the end of it, it hits extremely hard. And there's one thing to note. When you're using the shield, you move extremely slow. Extremely slow. And you can just recast it if you want. Boom. Just like that. When you recast it, you still get that explosion at the end. And now, guys, the ultimate of this champion is so unique. I've never seen anything like it, and I think it's really cool. Grand Starfall. Like, that's such a cool name. Gather strength to leap high into the air, crashing down at the target area a few seconds later. Deals up to 300 magic damage to enemies in a line. Grand Starfall instantly readies Mortal Will, which is your passive. Damage is decreased by up to 50% at the edges of the landing area. So basically what that means is the farther away, like, you're going to be losing damage. So I recommend you guys to use target lock when using this ability. Look at the sensitivity, guys. Like, it goes crazy. So you want to use your target lock. All right, guys, are you guys ready? Boom, dude. Like, look at this. Doosh. It's a pretty cool ability. So his kit is very interesting, so the combos will be great as well. So we're gonna go into the first combo. It's a very simple combo. It gets way more complicated, guys. So the first combo here is skill 1, skill 2. So skill 1, skill 2. Simple as that. That's the simplest combo. The next one gets a little more interesting. All right, guys. So now we're on to the second combo. It's going to be skill 2 auto attack, skill 1 auto attack, skill 3 auto attack. All right. So boom. Simple as that. And also what you could do is you could do this combo again, but when you're using skill 3, you could pop it extremely fast. Boom, just like that. You could pop it extremely fast and it could do a lot more damage. Alright guys, the last combo gets a little complicated because you're going to be using all of your abilities and doing a lot of auto attacks. So just listen to what I say very carefully. You're going to use your skill, you're going to use your ultimate first, skill 1, auto attack, skill 2, auto attack, skill 3, auto attack, skill 1, auto attack. So it gets very complicated. When you're ulting, you want to use your skill 1 right away. So make sure you see how this works. Boom. As simple as that, guys. Simple as that. So the one I showed right there is where I'm popping the skill 3. Now with this one, I will not be popping the skill 3. I'm going to be letting it run its course. Boom. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that. Right there, I had a little bit of lag, so I'm going to do it one more time because my skill 3 wouldn't go through. So as you can see, I'm spamming my skill 1 right now. I'm spamming my skill 1. Just like that. Boom. That combo was perfect. So these are all the combos you really need to know, guys. And if you are able to master these, you will not only do a bunch of damage, but you'll get the most value out of your passive, because your passive needs to deal as much damage as possible. And by using many of your abilities together, it helps you out with that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this portion. Now we're going to get right on into the build / loadout you want. All right, guys, we're here at the loadout and / build that you should be using. So first, let's break down the items. You're going to want to buy Black Cleaver, Ghost Blade, Stasis, but it obviously depends on the game and what's going on. Mortal Reminder, Guardian Angel, and the Gauge. So this build is very good because on Pantheon, you want to build a bunch of damage, because especially with his kit and passive, you're going to be able to delete the enemy team really fast when you build a lot of damage. And if you don't, you're not going to be as strong as you can be. Now for the runes, you're going to want to use Conqueror, Brutal, Hunter, Titan, and Mastermind. This is especially if you're jungling. And for the spells, you're going to run Ignite if you're going like the Baron lane, and Smite if you're jungling. You want to use Smite when you're jungling always, but if you're using him in the Baron lane, you can use Ignite. And if you're using him as support because you're crazy, put the heal on. So you could do a bunch of different things with this, but this is the key build if you want to be doing damage. Support wise, you're going to go more of the support route, but this is the best build for doing a bunch of damage. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out the other guides I have done. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.